Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of More Reacts, where we discuss issues and challenges faced by couples, people, individuals who have migrated from one African country or another to the West, be it the UK, US, Canada, Australia, or Europe, and prefer our advice or suggestions on how they can navigate through their challenges. On today's episode, I bring you a story of a recently, married couple who moved from Nigeria to the UK on a student route visa. It happened that in Nigeria, the man used to be the sole provider, providing the rent, feeding. He took care of everything. However, when they moved here, it became obvious that he could not take care of everything, at least not in the first few months of their relocation. So the arrangement was that the wife would pay a certain proportion of the bills much lower than what the man was paying, because the wife was this student and the main applicant and had restricted work hours, unlike the man who was able to work unlimited hours. So that was the arrangement, and it was working for them until the man stylishly, got the woman to start to pay 50% of the bills. He didn't come out straight to say, okay, I need you to start paying 50% of the bills. He just kept on complaining about this, complaining about that, and, kept on complaining and talking and making sure that the woman took up more responsibilities, until it happened that the woman found herself catering to 50% of the household bills. And this is draining her financially, is draining her physically, emotionally, all round. And she's unable to have any savings, And so she has tried to discuss this with her husband to see if it's just a temporal issue or if it's something that he's serious about. And the man is just dismissing her, saying he knows what he's doing, he's the one leading the house, she should just follow his instructions and things like that. And it's the issue is translating to resentment and a lot of other bigger issues. So the question the woman has for us today is to find out if this is just peculiar to her husband, or is that how it is generally. Because she also made another observation, which is that the husband is he's becoming reluctant, right? So once he has worked enough to pay his 50% of the bills, he doesn't take up shifts, he doesn't, he's just very comfortable, he's just, he's not motivated, he's not gingered to work, and take up more responsibility, so that the woman will be able to focus more on her studies. He's just feeling like a made man. And because this is not how it was in Nigeria, it's just, making the wife confused as to what could have happened, and he's reluctant to have a conversation about it. So her question is, one, is this how it is with every other person, or is it just peculiar to her household? And two, how can she address this issue with her husband, seeing that he doesn't want to have a conversation about it because he tries to avoid difficult conversations like this? How else can she how else can she address this without it leading to something bigger, without leading to resentment, rage, nagging, and all of that? How can she handle this? So she needs people who are experienced, people who have, passed through this, or people who are just more knowledgeable about situations like this, to particularly people who are, in countries in the West, because they have more experience about things like this. So she needs your support. She's going to be in the comment section, reading to see what it is that people are saying, how she can navigate through this whole situation. So if you have an advice, if you have gone through something similar that has worked for you, if you have further questions for the lady, if you have anything to say, anything, as long as it's polite and reasonable, please drop your comments in this comment section below in this video, and yeah, the woman is going to be in the comment section reading all of your comments. Thank you.